One of the most common problems with an investor pitch is it's too hard to understand because it's too complicated. We'll give you some pointers in this video to make sure that your investor pitch doesn't have that problem. Hi, I'm Steve Morris, and I use this Startup SOS channel to provide practical how-to advice for first-time entrepreneurs. The topic today, how to make sure that your investor pitch is understandable so it can be compelling. So it's not surprising that so many pitches are complicated. After all, you, the entrepreneur, live and breathe this business 24/7, and you have to deal every day with the minutia, the detail of the business, and there's a lot of things that you have to think through and understand. Then you get put in front of a crowd who doesn't know anything about your business, and you have to completely reset and realize that you've got to paint the big picture. That's a very hard reset to do. So here are a couple of ideas on how you can do that reset and make your pitch a lot more understandable. Suggestion number one, while you're putting together your pitch, pretend in your mind's eye that you're presenting your business to a class of middle school students. Okay, now I know that sounds a little bit silly, but it works. If you keep that image in mind that you're trying to explain your business to middle school students, you will automatically not use jargon, not use acronyms, and you'll automatically not assume that they understand what the business is all about. You'll explain it much more basically. And that's exactly what you need to do for investors. You need to describe the big picture, the basics, not get into the detail. You can only get into the detail after you've painted that big picture and after they understand what the business is all about. So that's one trick that can help. Another technique that can help make your concept understandable is to start off by telling a customer story. Way too often entrepreneurs get too abstract in describing what they do, very general language, and you hear it and you say, gee, I still don't know what that means. What do you actually do? Well, one way to avoid that is to tell a customer story. Tell a story of an actual customer, or if you don't have paying customers, tell the story of one of the customers you talk to in your customer discovery process, and describe what the job is that customer needs to get done and why they're frustrated with the solutions that are available today and what improvements they're looking for. If you do that, you'll keep it very concrete. People will understand because people understand stories. Stories communicate very, very effectively. So that's the second strategy I always recommend is tell a customer story to start off your pitch. And aside from that, again, keeping the middle school class in mind, just concentrate on keeping it simple. Recognize that you're trying to tell the big picture. After that, they'll ask questions and you can go down into the detail. But first, you want to give them the overview for the business. So that's a couple of suggestions that'll help you keep your presentation understandable and avoid what is, again, I think the most common mistake that entrepreneurs make in pitching investors. And that's it for this presentation on how to be understood. Next up, a presentation on how to be not just understood, but compelling. If this was helpful, please click the like button, share it, and leave a comment. What challenge do you have in putting together an investor presentation? And if you haven't subscribed, please do that down in the corner and check out the entire playlist of this series of videos that we've been doing on the investor pitch. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.